Hello my viewers, welcome to Experience Abroad. So today I'm very excited because you have a very unique opportunity and I'll be announcing what this opportunity is all about. I know some of you could be new to this channel. If you're visiting for the first time, please subscribe, like, hit the notification bell so you're notified when I post the next video. Let's get down to business.
Won't you take me home? Give me with your flight.
Hello my viewers, welcome to Experience Abroad, a place where we give you all the information that you need to know about the latest news abroad. We have a lot lined up for you. Please stay tuned and thank you.
Give me with your flight. We can be alone in the castle in the sky. We can run away and leave this world behind. Please just take me home to a castle in the sky.
Welcome back my viewers. So as I said, today we have a very unique opportunity for teachers, and as I always say, that Experience Abroad is always here to point out to you opportunities that are available to you that you may not know. For example, the opportunity we are just about to discuss today, it is an opportunity that has been out there and it has benefited so many teachers out the globe, but so many teachers out there do not know about it. And that is why I found it important to point out to you this opportunity, because this is a life-changing opportunity. It is for both primary school teachers and secondary school teachers who are qualified. So stay right here. I'm going to discuss it in details because I'm looking forward for so many teachers to benefit from this opportunity. For those who do not know, I and my husband used to be high school teachers. We taught for quite a number of years before we relocated abroad. We both had other dreams, like teaching was not for us, so we pursued our dreams and relocated, and we did what our hearts was yearning for. Currently I'm a software engineer, and I want to encourage the teachers, if you have that call to teach, this is a great opportunity for you. I know there's so many teachers some years back who went back to school, they did their degrees, and they were hoping that their situations was going to improve. And I know there are some teachers who still have not yet been rewarded for what they did, and this is a great opportunity for you. And I feel so privileged to be doing this, to be bringing this information to people who are very close to my heart, my own former colleagues. And it is my prayer that this is going to be a life-changing opportunity for so many teachers out there who have had this dream of relocating abroad. So let's go direct to the point. So what kind of an opportunity am I talking about today? So this is an opportunity to teach in the United States. Yes, you heard it right. I know some of you are asking how. So I'm just about to explain to you what it is all about. And I also want to explain the eligibility, the requirements. I also want to explain the application process and also the benefits of this program. And I also want to discuss most frequently asked questions. So you heard it right. It's an opportunity to teach in the United States of America. So there's this program called Thesis. Thesis stands for Foreign Academic, Cultural and Cultural Exchange Services. Foreign Academic and Cultural Exchange Services. So this is something that has been running for quite a number of years now. It helps to resolve shortage of teachers in South Carolina. South Carolina is located in the southeast part of the United States. So this program helps to resolve the shortage of teachers. So they bring in international teachers with experience to resolve their shortage issues. And this program has benefited so many teachers around the globe, and this can be you if you are qualified to participate in it. And we are just about to find out what do you need to qualify. So as I said, Thesis, or Foreign Academic and Cultural Exchange Services, their work is to place teachers in the school districts of South Carolina. I am just going to dive into the requirements. So what do you need to qualify? One of them, you must have a professional level of written and spoken English. You must be able to communicate clearly and also in written form. Number two, you must hold a university degree equivalent to 4 years US degree. So for you to qualify to be in this program, you must be a university graduate with a 4 years degree that is equivalent to a US degree. Also, I want to discuss something about the education qualification. Your degree must correspond with your subject of teaching. So for you to teach math, for example, you must have a degree in math. For you to teach special education, you must have a degree in special education. For you to teach Spanish, you must have a degree in Spanish. So you have to make sure that you have a degree in the specific subject that you are coming to teach. You have to have a degree in that area, that particular area, and they are very specific about this. You have to have done courses in pedagogy or education for you to qualify. You must have 2 years teaching experience. So if you graduated in 2020, then you have to wait for 2 years to qualify to apply for this program. You must have 2 years experience since you graduated. The other qualification is you must have a driver's license with 1 year driving experience. They do this because the public transport in South Carolina is not reliable. So for you to move around, to go to work and come from work, you have to have your own car. And for that to happen, you must have a driver's license, and you must prove that you are able to drive safely when you travel to the United States. So that is the purpose of a driver's license, and you must have a 1-year experience. So if you have a driver's license, you got it 6 months ago, you have to wait until you qualify for you to apply. The next one, a certificate of good conduct is required. This one is not required at the beginning, but is required much later when you'll be applying for your J1 visa. So you must be a person who has some good studying. So make sure that you can get a good conduct. That is required, that is necessary. And finally, you must be a person who have in general a good health. That's what I mean by general good health. So let's go to the requirements for application requirements. So for you to apply, one, you should have a photo of yourself. You should have a photo of yourself. Your photo should be headshot of you smiling. So just make sure you get that photo up to here. A good smile, that will do. You must have all your university transcripts, and they should all be translated to English. If you are not from an English-speaking country. Also, you need to give copies of the front and back of your driver's license. You need that for you to do the application. You need proof of all your teaching experience since you received your bachelor's degree. So that is needed. You need to prove that you have been teaching for 2 years. For example, if you are teaching for, I'm assuming, maybe you're employed by the government, whichever country you are from. For example, in Kenya, most teachers are employed by Teacher Service Commission. They give you an offer letter that shows that you are employed from this date. So you need to show that proof. You need to provide that letter to them to show that you've been teaching for this number of years. You also need 3 letters recommendation. 1 from your principal. 2, it could be from maybe your deputy or your head of department. And the 3rd one should be from a colleague, a friend, or a former or current student. So that should not be older than 2 years. So if you have a recommendation that you are given by your boss, your principal, you can use that as long as it's not older than 2 years. So they need 3. 1 is your boss's, 2 is from your head of department or the deputy principal, and 3 should be from a friend, a colleague, or even a student, former or current. All of them are acceptable. Also, you should have a picture page of your passport. You need to have a passport. So that first page that has your picture, make sure you snap that page. It's required for your application process. Those are the documents you are supposed to submit at the initial stage of application. And I want to discuss what happens after you do your application. So one thing I want to say, this is information that you need to know, is all communication regarding your application will be via email. They will communicate to you through email. Please make sure that you give a valid email address, and don't just give your email address. Check your emails every single day after you do your application. Towards the end, I'm going to give you the website where to do your application, where to apply. So as I said, make sure that you check your emails every single day after your application. You need to know that there is no fees that is required. It is not charged. This is totally free. You don't need to pay a coin. The only thing you need to pay for, and this is you, it is not the Thesis program, it's you. It's your credentials evaluation. So when you start the application process and they message you and tell you would like to interview you, after the interview, if the interview is successful, they will message you, they will send a message to you through your email telling you that they want your credentials evaluated. So at that point, they will give you their recommendations. There are so many bodies abroad that evaluate credentials, but they just recommend to you. So you have to use one of your choice. And so that is up to you. Whichever you choose to use, as long as they recommend it, just go ahead, have your documents evaluated, and when you get your evaluation back, it takes about a month for you to do your documents evaluation. When you get your documents back, you're supposed to send the copies to them of your evaluation. And just to point out this to you, you don't need to send a course-to-course evaluation. You just need to send them a general evaluation of the equivalence to US degree. So that is what they want to see. So for that comes with a cost. I just want to give you a heads up. Doing a document evaluation, you'll be looking at between something like $175 to $200, some charge $300, depending on whichever you choose. So just do your research well. Make sure that when you're told to do the document evaluation, you're able to get a body that is not very expensive, because at the end of the day, you'll be getting the same thing. So that is the only cost that you pay. That is the only cost that you pay, and also your visa application fee. But all the other costs will be taken care of. So don't let anybody tell you, I can do this for you, I will charge you this amount. No, you can do this for yourself. You don't need to pay a coin. The only thing you pay for, as I said, is your document evaluation. That is a must. So I talked about the teaching subjects. You have to make sure that the subjects that you teach, you have done an education degree. So if you have done anything else, that will not be taken as the right degree to teach in South Carolina. Also, you have to have gone through a teaching practice. That I want to point out is very, very important to them. So if you went through a program that didn't have a teaching practice, then you will not qualify for this program. You have to have gone through a program that gave you a teaching practice in class. You have to have gone through that process for you to qualify. So when should you apply? This is very important. The application process takes place around September to March. September to March. Note, application process takes place between September and March. So please, if you are interested in this, make sure that you are able to do your application as soon as it opens. In fact, these applications runs throughout the year. For example, right now we are in May. So if you want to be placed for the next school year, this might be a little late because you're already in May. So for the other school year, you have to start your application in September. If you are interested, you have to start your application in September to March. So in between September and March, they are going to communicate with you. The interviews will take place in that duration, and between April through June, that is when the placement takes place. So if a school is interested in you, they are going to communicate with Thesis, and they give you, they tell them that they need further interviews with you, and if everything goes well, then they send them an offer letter, and immediately Thesis receives your offer letter, they notify you immediately so that you can start your visa process. It's called a J1 visa, and when you get your J1 visa, you are able to travel to the States before the start of the school year. Most of the time the school year starts towards the last few weeks of August. So for example, if you did everything between June and July, if you're able to attend your visa interview and everything went well, then you are able to travel to the States. So I want to discuss the benefits of this program. How does it benefit you? One, you are given an orientation, a professional orientation when you arrive in the United States. So I know someone could be worried, like of the culture shock, of things like I'm used to teach in a different kind of a setup, I'm coming to teach in a new setup. So you're going to get a professional orientation. Also, they have a program called Veteran Age Support System. These are teachers, international teachers, who were in this program before you. They taught in this program. So they guide you, they teach you, they tell you how to go about it, and even help you with the culture shock and things like that. Thesis gives you a free emergency health insurance. That is very important, especially in a foreign nation. They give you this kind of health insurance in case of anything, then you are well taken care of. So the first few days when you arrive in the United States, they take care of your the places where you're going to stay. Most of the time, most teachers stay for about 5 or a number of few days in the hotel. So they do all the payments of your food, of your stay in the hotel. They make sure that you are well taken care of until you get a place to stay. So the program I talked about, the Aegis support system, they help you with how to look for a place to stay. They assist you, they facilitate that. So when you get a place to stay, then they help you with the movement, with the moving from the hotel to that place, and help you with how to get into the system, buy your car and things like that. The next one is they pay for your flight from your country of origin to South Carolina. So the ticket is not on you. The ticket is on them. So they pay your ticket from where you come from to your to the United States. So that's very good news, because you don't have to pay a coin for your ticket. There's some documentation that you need for you to work in the United States, and this is Social Security. So they pay for this. So these are documents that are very necessary. So they facilitate and they make the payments. They help you with even opening a bank account. They also help you to secure a phone and your first car. So you don't have to worry about how you're going to make it to go to school and come back home. They will facilitate your phone and your first car. So that is nothing to worry about. Also, they also help you to pay for your teaching certificate. For you to teach in the United States, you need a teaching certificate, not from where you come from, but for a certificate to show that you are a qualified teacher in the United States. So they will facilitate that. They will help you to get that certificate. And also they reimburse the money that you used for your credential evaluation. They reimburse to you $150. So if you paid $175, $25 will still remain on you, but they will pay you $150 for that. They also pay for your extension, and this one I want you to listen carefully. The contract that you sign when you arrive in the United States is about 3 years. After 3 years, the employer usually look at the contract, check your performance, and decide if they are going to renew your contract or not. So if they decide that you are a good teacher, we want you around, they will renew your contract up to 5 years. So Thesis, they will continue facilitating this. They will pay for the extension. This requires all immigration staff like studying your visas. So they help and facilitate with that. You don't have to do that yourself. So they will pay for that, and all you need to do is to teach. I want to encourage you. I know there are so many great teachers out there. This is a golden opportunity for you. And something else I know that is very, very, very important to so many people, and they are asking, can I travel with my family? Yes. What happens if you get your visa and you travel to States? You have to stay about 4 to 6 weeks. 4 to 6 weeks, that's a month to a month and a half before your family joins you. You know, that's just to make sure you first settle down, you're able to get a place, then your family can join you after that. So it will take between 1 month to 1.5 months for your family to travel to come and join you. And the good news is, when you are in the States, if your wife or your husband is not a teacher, they are able to get a social insurance number to help them work when they are in the United States. So your spouse will not just be seated at home. They will have an opportunity to work in the United States. Your children will have an opportunity to go to school. That's very good news. Finally, I want to discuss most asked questions, and also where to do the application and how to apply. I think I kind of discussed how to apply. So the last thing I'll be discussing is where to do this application. So the most frequent asked questions are, how long is the program? I already discussed that. The program is about 3 to 5 years, depending on availability of the position. How much does it cost to apply with Thesis? The cost is nil. There are no fees to apply to be a teacher in South Carolina sponsored by Thesis. You don't have to pay nothing. The only thing I said is you have to do your credentials evaluation. The other question is, how do I know if I have been offered a position? So as soon as a school district offers you a position, Thesis will let you know immediately. And as I said, make sure that you check your emails after doing your application. Make sure that you check your emails every single day. Will there be a professional development before school starts? The answer is yes. There will be a lot of opportunities for you to improve yourself professionally. One, there is orientation. I discussed about that. There's also school district orientation and PD workshops, and also there are Thesis workshops. This takes place some monthly and some weekly. These are very important workshops. They help you grow professionally. So these are all very, very important. Very, very important in terms of professional development. Lastly, I want to give you a website where you should do your application. So this should be done in www.thesis. www.thesis. Thesis is FACES Inc.org. www.FACESINC.org. So that is the website, the official website where you should do your application. So as I said, whatever you do with the information that I give you is up to you. So I wish you all the best. Very soon I'm bringing a number of teachers from Kenya who have been teaching with this program, who went to the United States from Kenya. They did this application and they were selected, and right now they are in the States. They are teaching. I know one who is teaching English right now in South Carolina. I know another one who just finished. He was teaching sciences. There are many others in South Carolina right now from Kenya, and many other countries. And I want to bring them on just to encourage you, just to hear their experiences, just so that you can get an opportunity to ask questions, so that you can hear how is it like. That will give you the confidence. I want to build your confidence. But as I said, whatever you do with the information that I give to you is up to you. So for me, I want to wish you all the best. I hope that you are able to qualify and you are able to achieve your dream. Otherwise, if you're visiting for the first time, please subscribe, like, hit the notification bell so you're notified when I post the next video. Thank you so much.